I got revenge on my best friend at his wedding after he ruined mine.
Luke and I have been friends for 20 years since we were kids, and we always considered each other family. We shared the same group of friends from school, traveled together, lived together. Some of us went to the same university, and because of that, we trusted each other with things you normally don't tell anyone. 5 years ago, I met my now wife, Beth, at a coffee shop at university. We started dating, moved in together after graduation, and 4 years later, I proposed. At that time, I still had a past I wasn't proud of, and I hadn't yet told Beth about all of my mistakes, although Luke knew about them. During a dinner at our place, when we were all just sitting, drinking, and talking, Luke suddenly started telling Beth about my past, including an arrest, and then added several other stories I wasn't ready to talk about myself. The evening ended awkwardly. Beth went to stay with her parents, and I had to explain everything to her on my own. Beth and I worked through it and moved on, but after that, I started noticing that Luke constantly put himself first, made very personal jokes, didn't understand boundaries, and was willing to put someone in an uncomfortable position without thinking twice. When we moved to London and started planning our wedding, I still chose Luke as my best man. Before the wedding, I very clearly asked him and his girlfriend, Claire, not to mention one specific incident from a trip we took, which Beth already knew about, but my family did not. He said he understood. At the wedding, he did the exact opposite and told that story during his speech. The room went silent. My family was shocked. My elderly grandparents left early, and after the speech, I asked Luke and Claire to leave because the day was ruined. After that, we barely spoke. Sometime later, Luke asked me to be his best man at his wedding, without ever apologizing or admitting he was wrong, and I agreed. When Luke was 18, he had an affair with a married woman who had 3 children. Her husband found out, tried to fight Luke, and Luke beat him badly enough that he ended up in the hospital. The family fell apart, and Luke's future wife most likely didn't know about this. At his wedding, I told that story in my speech, looking him straight in the eyes, and after that, we no longer speak.